Hi, Kim West, the Sleep Lady, and today I'm going to answer an email from a parent who just answered it with their initial T. It says, hello, my 20-month-old is an okay sleeper, but he continues to wake up very early, between 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning, and he'll only sleep about 10 hours per night. Because he wakes up so early, he needs his nap at around 11 a.m., but he usually sleeps for 3 hours, which that's good. I once heard that if I push back the nap to 12 and continue to put him to bed at 7:30, he may sleep later. Is this true? We're going to give it a try, but I thought I'd ask your opinion. He's such an early riser, and it's tough for the parents, and he's much more cranky than the random mornings when he does sleep until 6. We welcome your advice. You know, early rising is one of the top topics I get for my blog. So I want you to know the 4 most common causes of early rising. The first one is going to bed too late. Not very logical. You'd think go to bed late, sleep in. It's actually the exact opposite. If we go to bed too late, we become overtired. Our body secretes hormones that make it more difficult for us to go to sleep and stay asleep. So earlier bedtime is helpful. Not that, seven, you have to go earlier than 7 o'clock. And by the way, you don't have to have all 4 of these to cause early rising. So going to bed too late, nap deprivation in general. Okay, so at this age, they need about 2.5 hours of sleep during the day and 11 hours at night. Then the third one is too big of a wakeful window from afternoon nap to bedtime. So if your child sleeps from 11 to 2 and then doesn't go to bed till 7 or 8, then they're going to be overtired. Okay, so that's like, 6 hours, a difference. So that would be a cause of early rising. And the fourth one, which is the most unusual one, I think, is going to bed too drowsy. Okay, so remember, the easiest time to put yourself to sleep is bedtime. And if we as the parents sort of act as our child's sleeping pill at the easiest time to go to sleep, we sort of get them almost there. But then at 5 a.m., we expect them to do it all the way on their own. It's much more difficult. I think to myself, there are times where if I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm awake a little too long enough for my brain to turn on and start thinking about all the things I have to do, then I have a hard time going back to sleep. Okay, so it's the same for our children. So again, those are the 4 most common. So you think about, for your child, how many or do any of those apply to him? And yes, I absolutely agree with you that I would move that 11 o'clock nap time to 12 noon and then slowly to 12:30. And you can stay at like 12:31 for many years, really, or until he stops napping altogether. But in earlier nap, usually I find that if a child transitions to one nap and they get stuck at that 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., at some point they start waking up during the night. And that is because that window of wakefulness is too long from afternoon nap to bedtime. Okay, so I would support that. Don't expect it to be overnight, like, oh, I tried it 2 nights and it didn't work. He woke up early. It's going to take a few weeks of you being utterly and completely consistent. And then, of course, not getting him out of his crib before 6 a.m. Okay, good luck and hang in there and be consistent.